I've streamed from this side of the studio. I had no reason to stream from this side of the studio. None. Not a single one. But I wanted to because it's been a minute. And this is my studio, and god damn it, I'm gonna use every set. So it is what it is. I don't know. I didn't schedule this like I do some of my live streams. So don't know who's gonna show up, how many people are gonna be here, but nonetheless, whoever shows up here, we're gonna have fun talking about the Bulls versus the Atlanta Hawks. Goes down tonight. We're about an hour, a little over an hour away from tip off. The Bulls returning after an 8-day break. And how the Bulls come. The first game with Tristan Thompson being a member of this roster. All those things, all those questions. Yeah, really excited time to be a Bulls fan. Really excited just to see what the Bulls do with this game, how they respond, what Tristan Thompson contributes to this game. Zach LaVine coming back. We know we didn't have him the last few games as well. Really excited for this one. This gears up before we face Memphis on Saturday. The game against Memphis. Ja Morant playing at the God level right now, MVP level. It's going to be interesting to see how we play against him. But overall, hopefully Io does a better job on Ja Morant. But nonetheless, tonight we got the Hawks in the building. Probably not going to be an easy game, but it is what it is. We got some comments. We got some big news coming. All I'm going to say is this. Between now and next week, there's going to be some major news popping off. Major news popping off. I can't wait. I'm ecstatic, right? I am superly ecstatic for what's coming next. But yeah, that's enough previewing on that. Let's go over here. We got Gabriel in the building. What's up, Haize? What's going on, Gabriel? What's going on from Harris Army? What's up, Haize? It's from Kopi. What's going on, Kopi? SB Talks Sports. See Red. Absolutely, bro. You already know. Nick Tolliver in the building. I expect him to mesh well, man. He here to do what need and nothing else. Listen, it's always easier. It's always easier when it's a veteran, right? But then when you bring in a veteran who's going to have a defined role, it's like, we just need you to do what you do good. Don't worry about nothing else. He's going to excel. He's going to excel. Let's get this W. Absolutely, brother. Does Tristan Thompson play tonight? I believe so. I mean, we haven't heard anything to say that he isn't. Not like any injuries. There's no waiting period when you sign players through a buyout. So, yeah, for sure. I'm excited for this game. I want to see Tristan Thompson play with this team. Yep. He's not going to start, though. JJ Ortiz, yes, I got your order. Your order has been put in. You should have your order by this time next week. So, I got you, bro. I got you. Had to give you some shit on Twitter, but I got you. Tristan said he feels he plays similarly to Javonte Green. Do you find... Oh, he doesn't... Listen, I've only seen Tristan Thompson play when the Bulls face the Cavaliers. I am not a LeBron fan. I actively try to avoid Hairline James every chance I get. So, no, just... But, I don't know if he plays a similar game to Javonte. He doesn't play with the energy Javonte, but he doesn't have to, I guess, because of his size. I don't know. He definitely isn't the shooter that Javonte can be at times, right? Nobody will say Javonte's a shooter overall. I don't like that comparison. If anything, I compare Tristan Thompson to what Kurt Thomas brought for us, if you guys been Bulls fans long enough. That's what I compare it to. Now, he can't shoot. Like, Kurt Thomas can go out and hit some threes, right? That was before the age of the stretch four, so he wasn't hitting a lot of threes. So he doesn't have that shooting ability, but I'm talking about as far as impact on the game, a calming factor, just being able to come in and do work, he's similar to what Kurt Thomas brought. Carson Freeman says, what's up, Haize? What's going on, Carson? Julia is in the building. What's going on, Julia? King Kano says, what's up, Haize? What's going on? John Collins out for today. You know what? In my excitement to get Bulls basketball back, I honestly have not checked the injury report for the Atlanta Hawks at all. Let's try to rectify that. Let's see what I can come up with. Let's see what we got. Lou Williams is day-to-day. John Collins is out today. He didn't participate. Oh, okay. So, no, him and Gorgie Dang are out. That changes some things. That definitely changes some things. Look forward to see Petty. Petty hasn't had any reason to come out lately. It's been all love around here. Petty hasn't had any reason to come out. Young Stingray says, what's good, Haize? Chi-Town Bulls versus Deep South Mecca Hawks. Let's get it. David G says, hi, Haize. Here we go. Thank you for your content. I live in Washington State, but it was born and raised in Chicago. Spent most of my life there. Thank you for being here doing his Bulls revival. Listen, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for supporting me. All I'm going to say is this. I'm always going to deliver amazing content. You may be getting a little bit more content from me lately, but I mean soon. But with all that being said, all I'm going to say is, listen, you're going to get the same level of excitement, content from me, whether the Bulls are good or bad. It's just hopefully and luckily the Bulls should be good for quite a while, so we don't have to worry about that. Willie Hill says, what's up? What's good, fam? What's going on, brother? Julie says the drought is over. Yes, the drought is definitely over. It's been wild. In the words of the great Ahmad Rashad, my man, my main man Haize, what's going on, JQ? I appreciate you, brother. Is Zach LaVine playing? Yes, Zach is playing tonight. Laxus in the building. Laxus Garcia. Sup, Haize. Laxus Garza. Is that a wrestler? Anyway, Laxus Garcia is in the building. Sup, Haize. Is Jerry's Reinsdorf for diehard Bulls fan, or is he just all business? I think Jerry's just all business, brother. Michael Reinsdorf, though, is definitely a fan. Jerry is just business. What's up, Haize? What's going on, Ryan? Trent Baker says, Haize, you're the biggest Bulls channel there is. Your fan base is constantly growing as well. Thank you, first of all. I'm not the biggest Bulls channel yet. Hopefully we get there at some point if it's in God's plan. But nonetheless, this is what I will say. I love that we didn't we've grown fast as hell, right? But I'm glad that it didn't go from 0 to 2,000 overnight, because I've really gotten to know you guys and gotten to add to the channel, and we've built a personal relationship. Like I said, many times I go live as often because I miss you guys. I miss talking shit to you guys. It's like family at this point. It's the family reunion when we link up. So yeah. My dad's in the building. Lax, he's more businessman than die hard. See, there you go. I think it's different with Michael Reinsdorf, but with Jerry's about that bottom dollar. I was going to say something, but I think I'm going to save that for another episode. So, yeah. Next week, Chicago Bears Central first video is confirmed. Didn't say that. That's honestly not what I'm talking about. But I will say this. I did put together my list of potential free agents for Chicago Bears. That will be the first video for Chicago Bears Central. But yeah. I didn't even think about it. That's honestly not even what I'm talking about. That's not even what I'm talking about, but I get where you're going at with that. Do y'all think DeMar going to keep up this game? Yes. I think when you look at the way DeMar's been playing, as long as health stays the thing, DeMar's going to play this way for the foreseeable future. Pause. Dogs had to stop barking. We had to break that up for a second. And they're still barking. What the hell are the dogs barking about? Hold on, y'all. Not professional at all, but when you have dogs that actually protect the house, they tend to bark when they hear things outside. But yeah, DeMar's going to keep this game up for a long time. I don't think there's going to be an issue. I mean, there may be some slowing down over the course of that, but keep in mind, we still have Zach LaVine who can still take it up to another level. We still have a lot of young players. So even if he does start breaking down a little bit, I think it's going to be fine. Isaac M says, nice to get Bulls content while I'm out here working. Hey, that's what I'm here. The number one spot for all Chicago Bulls related news and content. Zach Lasagna, I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. Besides the dogs just driving me crazy, I'm doing pretty good. What's up, Haize? Last time we had a break like this, we went on a 9-game winning streak. Let's go. Well, we're also already on the midst of a 5-game winning streak, so we'll see how long we can push this for sure. Henderson says he is a Bulls fan out from Florida. Well, thank you for loving the Chicago Bulls and supporting the content. Chris says, what's up, Haize? What's going on? Chris, another Chris says, do you think Caruso? No, not next week. When they said and announced that he was going to go back to shooting and dribbling, keep in mind, that really doesn't change his 6 to 8 week outlook. That just means that that's another step along his progress. That more so is I'm on track than I'm ahead of schedule type thing. I still don't think that he's back before the second week of March at the earliest. Even then, we're probably looking more like mid to late March, which will put him at a few games left in the season. If Pat Williams back by playoff time and plays well, we have a real chance. If everyone is, we have a real chance regardless. But agree, that does absolutely helps our chances for sure. Haize, I'm your real Fox. The Jackson Haize, what's up, my son? You're so funny, brother. Oh man. NBA Inside. Oh wait, is that Inside Chicago? Listen, that's so funny. That is so funny. I talked to Pat, the designer from the Windy City Bulls, and he said the game against the Milwaukee Bucks, he guarantees Tristan Thompson or somebody will get ejected. No, that's sensationalism that we do as fans. Listen, nobody's going to get ejected just to say, hey, I'm coming into the game and I'm going to get ejected. That's not what's going to happen. Now, if there is a tussle, maybe, but there's not. Nobody's going to go into that trying to get anybody ejected. That's just not going to happen. Haize, can we get your take on drunk MJ at the All-Star game to go all up on Mary? Listen, first of all, if you had a chance to hug Mary J. Blige like that, would you not take your chance? You may have to risk it all. You may have to risk it all. So it is what it is. But listen, MJ is living his best life, man. He's living his best life. You know, he got his tequila. He's living his best life. Born Troublesome, I like how you pulling up the chats, like how you do that. I appreciate it. I mean, hey, this is our channel. I want you guys to get shine as well. The anonymous NBA executive that said AD will get traded for DeMar and P. Will is a Lakers executive. That's a fact. That is wishful thinking. I do need Tristan to pop a motherfucker one good time. Listen, no, we need to play. Just beat them. The biggest success is wins. That's all that it needs. That's all that we need. We need to win the game. We don't need ejections. We don't need anything like that. We just need to come in and win the game. That's it. MJ is always drunk now. Like I'm telling you guys, just next time that you see MJ, whether he's on sideline at a game, in the suite, look at MJ's eyes. They're always bloodshot now. Like always. He's always had the little yellowish tint to his eyes, right? Like he has fucking scabies or something. But like MJ, I'm telling you, MJ takes a shot of tequila, probably multiple, before he leaves his house every single time. MJ is living his best life. I'm telling you. Chris asks, do you think Tristan's going to be good? I think so, because Tristan, what he's asked to do is very specializing within his skill set, right? He's not going to start. He's going to come off the bench. He needs to give 15 to 18 minutes of energy, go after offensive boards and defensive boards, shot block where he can, and get putbacks. That's all he needs to do. He can very well have a great game. We'll take that little one game and a fine. No, we don't. Come on. We don't need that. We need the success. But I will say this, right? There's going to be some tough fouls. We'll see. It's going to get chippy. I don't necessarily know I'm not willing to guarantee anybody's going to get ejection, but it's going to get chippy in that game. Expect the Bulls to come out with a chip on their shoulder. And again, people were saying they guarantee that Tristan, as much as he is a team guy, he's not going to come in and pick up and inherit a beef before he was on this team. Now, if they do something, if Grayson Allen, God forbid, tries anything in that game, it definitely can go left. But it's not going to come in and nobody looking to get ejected or anything like that. Will Tristan replace? Yes, period. Yes. Tony Bradley is not going to be getting any minutes. We're not going to see Butterfingers McGee out there. None of that. Them moving Marco back to the G League is a sign. They already have their bench warmer big. That's going to be Tony Bradley. Tony Bradley is not going to be playing for us. Brendan, so usually the shirts are going to be $22. I was only supposed to run a special for a week, but then I did a terrible job at promoting it. So from now into the beginning of March, the CBC shirts are only $18. And if you want one, because I don't have a link because I'm still working on my professionalism, you got to email me here at bullcentralpod@gmail.com. You got to email me your address, your size. Yeah, that's the two things. And then you got to cash at me. I'll send you the cash app after you email me. But yeah, that's what you got to do. That's it. Try to keep it simple. I try to keep it simple for me more than you guys because I got too much going on. Hoping Thompson can make a difference on the floor. Every W counts now. I mean, yes. Healthy still comes first, but yes. Brandon Peck, no, Tony Bradley is not going to be released because he has a fully guaranteed deal. And also, he has a partially guaranteed deal next year. They have a guarantee by date, I think in July of next year. At the earliest, that's when Tony Bradley is going to be cut. The Bulls are probably going to look to see if they can package him in a sign and trade or something, and then that other team can release him because it's only a partially guaranteed deal. But Tony Bradley is going to be on this roster for a while. Usually I mention about the Bulls and the Cloud Nine mindset nonsense, but any thoughts on regarding Russia versus... Wait, I'm not getting into that. Come on, man. This is positivity. I'm not getting into that right now, brother. I'm not getting into that. I will be talking about that on The Awakened Soul, which is my podcast about that type of content. Shameless plug. So I will be talking about that on Sunday. Okay, so if the Bulls are winning, doesn't Petty Roosevelt in you kind and want to cheap shot to Grayson, bad boy Piston style? Listen, I'm not saying there shouldn't be some tough fouls, but nobody needs to get ejected unless some shit pops off. I'm ready for this upcoming 10-game win streak. Hey. Any chance Cook comes back from the G League? I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because I think with the way that we have Tristan Thompson now, you still have Tony Bradley there. He provides more length. And when Tony Bradley is playing good defensively, he's really good defensively. So I don't know. I think Cook being sent back to the G League when he is just basically them just saying, hey, continue developing down there for the rest of the season. If we're fully healthy, you won't really be getting minutes, so we can send you back to the G League to get some minutes, and then we'll take a look at the offseason to see the way everything shakes out. That's what I think is going to happen with Cook. Kopi, yes, I have my podcast, The Awakened Soul. It's about Black culture, mental health, activism, self-help. So that's what The Awakened Soul is about. That's actually, I've been doing that podcast for 4 years. So yeah, that's my baby. That's my actual, because this is so specialized, right? The way that I look at content is there's content creators, right? There's people who literally have to sit down, create concepts, and deliver content in a way that is different, right? So that is my true content creation. The Bulls, while I am a content creator here, it's more conversational because I don't dictate the content here. The Bulls kind of dictated, and I just talk about it and interact with you guys. But yeah, The Awakened Soul, if you want to see him at my most creative, that's The Awakened Soul. McKinney is gone. He's cut. He's not in the G League. We're not getting McKinney. McKinney needs to stay far, far away from this team. No, I was all with you, Born Troublesome, until you mentioned McKinney. No, he needs to stay away, bro. McKinney needs to stay. He needs to get the hell up out. I hope he's out of the city of Chicago. They should have dropped him off at Cleveland and left his ass there. I saw this. Max Kellerman believes that Patrick Williams has the potential to be the best player on the Bulls in a couple of years. Do you agree? Here's what I'll say. Potential. He's so young right now, he has the potential to do anything. All potential is not realized. You can easily say Patrick Williams with his youth, what he's shown defensively, what he showed a little bit offensively in the summer league this year, he has the potential to do a lot, but it's not going to be realized. So I yes, potential, but I don't look at potential the same way a lot of people do. Brandon Peck, when are you releasing your Bears channel? Okay, so I get this a lot, right? And it's kind of my fault because I've been building up hype for it for a while. So Chicago Bears Central is not just me. I have a co-host for that show. I'm going to have a co-host. I've been ready to go. And that's not to throw them under the bus. It's just to say that they have another podcast too, and they want to kind of gear up and work it into their schedule in a way that it's like, okay, well, we can consistently do it. Like Chicago Bears Central is not going to be like daily like this. It's probably going to be more like probably 2 times a week, right? After a game, and then some speculation heading into the game beforehand. But because I have a co-host on that show, it's not just me. I would have released like 5 episodes by now. And again, that's not to throw them under the bus. It's just to say it's different when you're a solo creator, because I can come down here and turn on the cameras and mic and get going whenever I want to. But when you're working with somebody else and it's collaborative, you got to have your schedules aligned. And our schedules haven't quite aligned perfectly yet. And we don't want to do like an episode one week and then not have an episode another week. When we finally do start releasing, we want it to be consistent. We want you to be able to set your clocks to every Monday and Friday, we know we're getting Chicago Bears Central. So since we're not at that place yet, that's why it hasn't come out yet. I'm glad you caught on, Matty Matt, to what I was doing. That's exactly what I was going for. Hear me out, Haize. I trade Zach in a signing trade to the Lakers for AD. Yeah, no, I'm not going to hear you out. No, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Laugh my ass off. What McKinney? He was terrible on my team. That's what he did. He was terrible. I was hoping Pat Will was 1 or 2 weeks away, not another month. Did somebody come out and say it's another month? I haven't read that. If this case, I still have been. Here's what I'm banking on. I'm telling you guys, my prediction is by the game on March 12th, we have everybody back. That's just my personal prediction. Now, if they've come out and say, no, Patrick Williams is another month away, I haven't read that yet. But if that's the case, then it is. But as of right now, with the information that I have, I think we got a game March 12th or March 14th. It's one of those two. I'm saying we have the full roster back by that point. That's just my speculation. Ben Paul, hey, brother, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you for supporting the channel at that level. I'll be at the Bulls Heat Monday. How you think we matching up? Going to wear my DeMar jersey and try not to get stabbed. What do you think for big 3, 4 points tonight? As far as overall points, easily the big 3, we're looking at 92 points from the big 3 tonight. But with that being said, how do I think we match up against the Heat? Now that we have Tristan, I like the way that we match up. I like it a lot. If we play with that defensive intensity, I like what we can do. Now, the thing that's going to come is, can the Bulls keep up defensive intensity when the bench players comes in? A lot of that now is going to be on Tristan to hold those players accountable. So we'll see. But I definitely like the way that we match up, especially when fully healthy. Monday, it could go either way. What do you think about the Juwan Howard? Listen, I am a very don't fuck with me type person. And so I understand getting frustrated to the point to where you just got to slap a motherfucker. Is it unprofessional? Yes. Should it have happened? No. But I understand why it happened, if that makes sense. A poor man's version of Dennis Rodman? Oh, I wouldn't say all that, brother. What? Reginald Short, is there a more injury plagued team than the Bulls? I want to say the length of injuries, no. But as far as a lot of nagging, the Hawks who were playing tonight had a lot. Well, they had a lot of issues with COVID too, but they've had some nagging injuries there as well. But yeah. Hey, Nick, thank you for supporting the channel at this level, my brother. I appreciate you. I know this is a basketball channel, but I'm curious who will be your starting quarterback, running back, and receiving from the Chicago Bulls? Oh, man. Quarterback Zoe, because of his height and his accuracy passing a basketball. I'm going to say Zoe's the quarterback. Wide receiver, I'm going to say DeMar, because he's tall. He'll be tall for a wide receiver, and, well, not really tall, but his quickness, right? Not fastness, but his quick. DeMar is a very quick player, and there's a difference between speed and quickness. And DeMar is very quick in his footwork, right? That footwork, being a wide receiver, running routes could be dangerous. Running back, Kobe, just because of the speed. No, I take that back. Running back, give me Ayo Dosunmu because of his long arms. That stiff arm from Ayo could be dangerous, and he's quick and fast as well. Not as fast as Kobe, but yeah, that'll be that for me. Let's see. Sometimes hands gotta be. Listen, it's sometimes you just have to smack a motherfucker. You just do. Like, shout out to my best friend Brian. Like, in high school, that motherfucker used to literally. I've gotten in so many fights with him just because of, not with him, I mean fighting other people with him, beside him, because that motherfucker would just, I mean, he'll probably say the same shit about me. There's a couple times I had to put some hands on some people too growing up. So I didn't think about that. Javante run. That is the right answer. I am not above saying when I'm wrong. That is absolutely the right answer. Oh no, but wait, Javante at tight end. I know that wasn't the question. Javante at tight end. Think about that. Think about that. Do. Vic needs Vooch. I'm guessing needs to have a good night for us to win. Oh, Vooch always needs to have like him. He changes so many things for us when he plays great. That's for sure. Ben Paul asks, "Do you think a healthy can we actually make a push to the final?" Yes, absolutely. It'll be difficult, but absolutely we can. Do you think it's too early for Pat to come back? I mean, he's not back yet. But I'll say this: with I've broken my wrist before. It really just depends, right? It depends on his comfort level and a few other things too. Imagine Tony Bradley at wide receiver. That motherfucker would drop everything. Everything. And he's slow. Imagine Tony Bradley running a route. You would be able to tell the route that Tony Bradley is going to run, and you just be able to sit back and be, I'm just going to watch this motherfucker. Because I can catch up to him. I'm just going to watch and see what he does. What do you think about Zach sitting? No, why does he need to sit out a few more games? Every doctor that he's seen him now, too, is not going to get. It's about management, so he needs to learn how to manage it. And especially after having this long break, he doesn't need to sit down anymore. Ben Paul, hey, thank you for another super chat, but he says, hope Grayson Allen is carried out on the stretcher. God damn. God damn. There's a comment that I missed that I wanted to get to. Bourne says CB is only 22. No, listen, no. Cristiano Felicio was 22 at 1.2. That's all I'm going to say. I don't have any faith in Tony Bradley. Does he? Can he? Absolutely, because he's shown flashes. In fairness, he has shown flashes. So absolutely. Oh, no. Wait, I've read that as Tony Bradley. You said Troy Brown Jr. He can, and you better hope that a team can bet on his potential. I think his time has come and gone on this team. You're absolutely correct, Julian. Felicio, I'm telling you. Felicio is the GOAT. Nah, that motherfucker probably eating some GOAT right now. Ooh, curry GOAT, though, is fire. Fire. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I said I was gonna go 30 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and end it so I can prepare and get myself together for a game that I'm sure I'm gonna be frustrated and throwing something at pretty soon. Thank you guys so much for popping in. 160 people on the This is probably our highest viewership on a pregame show, especially random one. So thank you guys for all your support. Like I said, in the next 7 days. There's gonna be some announcements here, and I can't wait. I really can't wait. But that is it for me for right now. I'll be back for halftime hangout. Be back for after the game. Make sure you're tuned in. Like I liked it and everything on. Go Bulls, man. Love you guys. Peace. Fuck Alfonso McKinney and Grayson Allen. Bye.